righty, money. All right, I'll give a couple more seconds. Everybody get in here, and then we're about to have a fire episode right here. Give him another couple seconds. All right, ready to go, brother?
Ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's go. Y'all ready? You ready?
Let's go. Let's go. We ready?
We ready. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Stoop Life. You already know what it is. It's your boy Pig. We got your boy, my man over here, Bobby. You know how we roll at the Stoop Life? This is a special episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on, guys? My man, Paul, right there. I'm glad he took the talk right there. Took it all.
Well, I've been doing it all week, so I mean,
yeah. Sometimes not gonna lie, I'm wearing this shirt right here. If you see in the video, where
I almost said it.
My side of the block, like
almost fucking said it,
that, dude. Like yesterday, 2 days ago, Tuesday, when we did the episode on Tuesday, I almost said it. I had to pause, and I was like, "Oh, whoa!" Thank God I got my video and I can see it behind me. So I was like, "Oh, whoa!" I mean, yeah. You know, we changed it because confusion, because people couldn't find us on our social medias.
Yeah,
so I had to make it all in one. But everybody that knows from the beginning, the Stoop Life podcast was My Side of the Block podcast.
Yes, it was.
Paul's vision of the Stoop Life was local community coming together, talking sports.
The brand.
Yeah, the brand. And My Side of the Block was something to branch off of that, a podcast, because it's our block. We are going to do a lot of, Norristown, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia stuff. But we're too big for that. We're too big for that because we took over Pennsylvania.
Yes, we did.
But in all seriousness, I will say this, guys. We went from having maybe like 3 or 4 viewers to we got a lot of you guys. We went from doing like 1 episode a month to we're going to have like 5 or 6 a week. 2 of us are going to be on here twice a week. We got a lot of content because everybody loves to talk sports. So that's what we do. We got to make sports talk fun. A lot of people, they make sports talk boring. They make it, oh my God, dude, like ESPN makes it political. They really do.
Too political. And that's what the Stoop Life is about, man. Like I get it. People love Barstool too. We're not Barstool. The one thing about Barstool I don't like is a lot of hot take, a lot of bullshit, a lot of that's the only thing I don't like about it. I enjoy it. I love shout out to Barstool, whoever's on that. Whoever does it, great. Shout out to Dave Portnoy and all them. They're doing a wonderful job taking regular sports talk and flipping it. We like to joke, bullshit around too, but we bring our facts. We have debates. We like to if you talk, come correct. It started with a group, now it's everywhere else. We're known. Like we're not small in time, but hey, we're some local heroes.
We're growing because of you guys, so thank you guys. That's our point. That's what we wanted to get, so you guys never forget what Stoop Life is about. We're about our people. Without y'all, we wouldn't be doing this, so thank you guys. Now, Paul was saying something about hot takes. Barstool does hot takes. Now, tonight's episode is going to be a full episode of hot fucking takes.
Yes, it is.
I say that because no one is going to agree with pretty much anything we're going to say tonight.
Zero.
Maybe some people will, but we're going to be talking about the NBA, and everybody wants to talk about the NBA All-Star. We want to take a different approach at it. We want to talk about everybody's favorite event in the All-Star weekend. Well, formerly, maybe not anymore because it kind of dumbed down. But how about the dunk contest? I remember growing up, guys, the dunk contest was must-watch TV. It was something that you had to watch, and then you had to have your little Nerf ball, and you had to try and recount it and figure out, wow, these guys are doing it on 10 foot. I can't do it on 4. This is amazing. So, Paulie, tonight's episode, man, we're going to be talking about the top dunks of all time in the dunk contest. we're going to be breaking down top dunkers of all time and top dunkers now. If we had an ideal contest to make now with all the best guys in, who would we have? We'll talk about maybe a little bit on the best contest at all. We'll touch space on that. And then we'll hit the rest of the All-Star weekend. We'll talk about the dunk contest challengers this year. 3-point contest is actually pretty good this year. We'll hit that. Skills contest. And then we'll talk about the actual game. But to get things started, is there any debate on who, like, we could start from number 5 because we're going to do the top 5 dunks of all time. But when it comes to dunkers, I think most of these guys are on to have a dunk that could be eligible for the dunks. So, Paul, I'm going to let you start. Top 5 dunks of all time. Where are you starting off here?
See, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna start off with Spud Webb, and just because he's a small guy, and look who he beat in that contest. He beat the guy who beat Jordan. You know what I mean? And that's his fellow teammate, an all-time great, a Hall of Famer himself, Dominique Wilkins. I gotta roll with Spud Webb in '86 when he was jumping over people. I don't know what it is. It's iconic. Spud Webb is an icon just because he's yamming on you. Like, it's amazing. And I'm 5. Me and him are the same height. It makes me feel good.
There was a couple dunks of him, like, just like seeing what he did. Nate Robinson, modern day. I think Nate Robinson was a little bit taller than him, right?
No, him and Nate are the same size. They're both 5'9".
Right, so they're both about your Kevin Hart side. So good for you.
Nah, he's shorter. Kept shorter than me.
When I was making my list, he was a guy I had right there too. There's a couple guys I could have had at number 5, and that's where our thing comes. Hot takes. Like, people are gonna look at you like, "Wow, that's a hot take," but at the end of the day, he's one of the shortest guys ever to dunk and win a dunk contest.
That's the point. That's the point, though. He is the impact he showed. Like, dude, I just beat one of the best dunkers of all time in Dominique Wilkins. Like, bruh, come on. Like, and I'm 5'9". Like, stop playing with me. Like,
I mean, iconic 1986. He won the dunk contest. I think that if we're not going to rank the best dunk contest ever, but I think that dunk contest, like you just said, that he beat Dominique in 1986, that's definitely in the top dunk contest.
It gotta be, man. It gotta be.
Now I'm gonna go a little different approach here. There's a couple guys I could have had in my top 5, but I didn't put them in here. Like Blake Griffin. Everybody wants to put Blake Griffin in here.
Jumping over the car.
I didn't put him in here, guys. So forewarning for you. I didn't put him in there just because, like, he's a bigger guy. So it's like some of the dunks in his in-game dunk. You know, don't get me wrong, guy's phenomenal. We could have put another big guy in my top 5, Shawn Kemp. You might have him in yours. But my number 5 guy is this guy right here. I got a picture of him on here.
Yo, Jay Rich. Yo, he did it. I remember he did it because, look, I wanted those Reebok he had on his feet when he did it. He did it. and boom, and he was like this. Done. He went like this. I remember him going like this. It's over.
Oh, man. Like,
done. Like, he knew it was over.
Yeah, I loved him. I remember growing up, he won 2 dunk contests in 2002, 2003. And some of the dunks that he did, these guys are still trying to do today. They try to switch it a little because they got more bunnies, a little more.
Yeah.
Maybe not. They're more athletic that they actually see these guys do these dunks. But I put him there because guys are doing the dunks that he's doing still. They're trying, like, between the legs, the off the backboard. Like, he started that type of dunk for me.
So hold up. Are we naming the top 5 dunkers right now, or the top 5 dunk contests?
I thought we were doing dunkers. Do you want dunkers?
Oh, I'm gonna restart. Spud's not on my top 5. So Spud's not on my top 5. That was my top 5 dunk contest. That's why I got a little confused. But just know that's on my top 5 dunk contest. Going number 5 for me. It's funny you mentioned him. It's Shawn Kemp. Okay. Shawn Kemp was doing things in game that was powerful.
Oh yeah,
it was powerful. You knew. And by the way, Shawn Kemp in today's game would be an absolute Hall of Famer if he was healthy.
Absolutely, dude.
Shawn did everything.
Back in the day, like, I was looking up some of his highlights because a lot of people forget, oh, he's not in a dunk contest. He might not have been a good dunker. Man, dude, look up Shawn Kemp's top 5 dunks in game.
He didn't need to be. They call him the Rain Man.
bro, like this dude was doing reverse over people. Like, man, like
Yo,
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Sean Kemp. People don't understand. Sean Kemp is one of those guys. Is like you put him in the Penny Hardaway, you put him in the Grant Hill talks. Guys who didn't get hurt would have been all-time greats. Like Grant, that's different. Grant is all-time, but Penny and Sean are two guys. When I think of if they didn't get hurt, they'd be glorified Hall of Famers and all-time greats.
I agree with you. All right,
shit, I still got like 4 pairs of Sean Kemp sneakers. Shit, I love that guy.
Bro,
now let's put your number 4.
Number 4. Who you got? Since I messed up your thing there. I actually had number 5 on my dunk contest with Spud Webb, so I'm with you there.
It's cool. So we're good.
I had no beef with it. That's the thing. All right. It's a hot take, but all right, I get it. I like it.
You're rolling with it. I'm thinking that's what we were talking about. My number 4 guy, believe it or not, people might slam me for this, is Dominique Wilkinson.
Okay. I
just love everything he's done. He beat Mike, and he did it so, like, he was finesse with it. He was doing things like he was doing a lot of different things on the court and in a dunk contest. A lot of people got to understand, Dominique, he wasn't just a great in-game dunker either.
Oh, like, dude, he kind of did stuff like John Morant would do.
Yes, he was doing a lot of
ferocious.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of like that. Yeah. Like, man, people forget, like, if you look up these guys' highlights, the videos aren't great, but the stuff they did. So you're talking about this guy right here.
Look at that. Just look at the finesse. Look at the finesse that's going to turn into power. When he cuffs it like that.
Oh, man.
When he cuffs it like that, the problem's coming. So when he cuffs it like that and he brings it up, but he doesn't bring it up straight. He cocks it. Bang.
If you look at his stats in the dunk contest, he won 2. But
he won 2.
He lost 3 of them. To Jordan and to Spud Webb. But, that guy was a beast, man. Like, before our time. But, man, I got a picture of him, obviously, because I had him in my top 5 as well. Now, the only reason people might knock you is because they might have him higher. They might have him higher. I actually do have him a little bit higher. I had him at number 3. So we already get to skip over my number 3. So we got to go to my number 2. Where's my number 2? Come on, where's my video? Not my video, my picture. Hold on. Hold on. So I had him at number 3. So I need my number 4. Sorry, my number 4. My number 4 is none other than Dr. fucking J. We got to show some really love. Now, like, a lot of people forget, before the NBA, this guy was dunking on everybody. This dude was cradling it and everything. This guy was like, I have him up there. Look how high his hand is. Look at his arm.
Like, man, Doc, let me tell you something. He's groundbreaking, man.
Oh, man.
If you go back to that 76 dunk contest, like he was doing things people were just like, this is what dunking is supposed to do. Like just look at him, man. I'm proud. Like thank God he was a Sixer, man.
Right? I had to put him in there. People forget. Like he might not have done like a lot of these power dunks or a lot of dunk contests. He was 1 and 2 in the dunk contest, but like he was old when he got to NBA. Not old, but he was older. Like
kind of because of ABA. He was still playing against really good competition though.
Yeah, like that guy did everything, man. Like,
he did, man. Wasn't a great shooter though. But back in those days, did you need to shoot? Like, did you need to shoot the 3? He was okay with his mid.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you gotta look at it like the way that he kind of floated through the air.
I know.
It kind of reminds you of a guy like Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards is more power. But like Anthony Edwards, like will jump and he just like goes up and it's like, how's this guy keep moving?
I know.
Like John Morant, like, how they keep like jumping, like that's why it's like it's hard to do like these like those guys. Like, can you put them number 1 and 2? Rightfully so, they can be number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like Dr. J's like that's the guy. Who you got number 3? Who's number 3?
Believe it or not, my number 3. I'm pretty sure we said it. It was Dr. J.
Okay, so we just hit our number 3. So we need to go number 2 for you now. Who's number 2?
All right. Now, once I say number 2, you automatically know who's number 1. I got MJ at number 2.
You talking about this guy right here?
Yeah, your royal airness.
Look at that dunk.
Your royal airness from the foul line. Foul line.
So I
dog, listen, in the cuff. Listen, MJ would have been my number one, but the man I got at number one, there's nobody I've never seen anything like. But we're gonna talk about that later. But MJ, man,
this is the argument, the generational argument too, because
I know
all heads are gonna have Jordan number one because they're like, well, he perfected the dunk, the art of the dunk, how to do it in game at the dunk contest, and like he did some stuff that he did Air Jordan. That's why
he did. He did. I mean, we can't knock him though. We can't knock Mike, man.
He did it all. He could do a power dunk. He could do a finesse dunk. He could do a long distance jump. I mean, he was just with hands. I mean, like people put this conversation, oh, is he the GOAT or is he not? Yep. Like, imagine him in today's era with today's training.
Oh, he'll be fine. Mike would have been fine. Mike would have been good in today's era.
With today's training and stuff like that.
He might fuck around the average 40 in this era. I'm serious. Like, especially with the defense they play nowadays, Mike would have had 40, like easily every night. And there he is. There's that number one. There's that number one.
If you don't think this guy's number one,
you're high. If you don't think Vince Carter is the greatest dunker of all time, you're stoned. And I'm gonna tell you why. Just go back and look at that 2000 dunk contest. Oh wait! You don't even do that, Bobby. Don't even need to do that. Go back to look how he yammed on that tall guy in the Olympics.
Jumped over 7'6" guy jumped over him in the game.
Balls on his face.
And you know what makes him the best dunker ever too as well? He was still dunking 20 years in the league.
I know, which is wild.
His knees still were good when he jumped like that. He couldn't do like the windmills and all that he did.
Different bull.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like he was one of the number one selling jerseys just because he could dunk. I mean, he was a great player, don't get me wrong, but the fact that he did these dunks, he had his nickname Vinsanity. Like the 2000 dunk contest, Vinsanity. Like no one remember who else was in that dunk contest. I don't even know.
T-Mac. I remember him and T-Mac went at it in the first round. T-Mac had a nice dunk too. That was iconic. It was boom.
Passes. That's about it. But dude,
T-Mac had a nice one, but he took over. It was kind of like Darius Miles said on All the Smoke, not on Smoke, on Knuckleheads. Darius Miles, he goes, he asked him, why didn't you ever jump in the dunk contest with Vin? He was like, are you crazy? He was like, do you not see what that man's doing? Are you crazy? He was like, no.
Dude, he was doing some crazy stuff. Like, I mean, even these guys do it today. Like a lot of the stuff that he did, they try to do it, but they're not even close to as smooth.
Nah.
I mean, he was unbelievable.
And Vin, by the way, Vin's gonna be a Hall of Famer soon. I don't care what anybody says. He's gonna end up in the Hall of Fame some way, somehow, because not just his play, his effectiveness and what he did for the league. He's an icon, but Vin doing it for this long, and also like learning how to shoot the three later on in his career, helping teams out, like. That's crazy. Like Vince is definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer. And think that's what a guy like Allen Iverson had to see every night. Kobe had to guard him every night. T-Mac had to see him every night. Melo had to see him. Right. Like he was not a hard guard. He was a hard guard every single night for anybody. Just because of how explosive he was. If he turns you sideways, if he hits you with a nice little two move, he goes sideways because he's so athletic. He's beating you to the cup.
Dude, it's phenomenal. I mean, he's doing a good job at NBA Live too. NBA on TV. I
respect it.
I like.
I respect it.
I love the upper room. They do the dunk of the week.
Yeah,
and they're doing the best dunk of all time. And he's like, y'all can't pick me. Like you can't pick me. And they're all like, we want to pick you. Like nah. Like I'm gonna pick myself. He goes, you can show my worst dunk. I'm still picking myself. So like they didn't use him, but like. He's pretty good, man. He's cool on there. So let me ask you this: if you were to make an ideal dunk contest today with 5 guys, who would you rank like your top 5 that you would want in the dunk contest?
Like 1-on-1.
Like right now, dunk contest, just 5 people.
Okay. So can it be from today, any era?
No, just right now. Like let's say
right now,
every player was eligible right now to do dunk contest.
I need Ja. I need Zion. I need Aaron Gordon to dust off his shoes.
Hey,
I need Zach Levine to dust them shoes off and get back in the game. Actually, I had this written down. And of course, I need Ant Edwards to make a return. So those are who I need. Those guys, I think it will be electrifying. And the thing is, I think Ja would actually lose this one because with the finesses, the veterans that are in there. Then you have Ant Edwards. I think this would be the wildest contest ever.
Listen, like y'all forget, like Zion gets hurt a lot in the NBA, but like man, he did that dunk contest in high school, and he basically did a 360, and his arm was like on the fucking ground. It was. I mean, I don't know if he can still do that. I don't know. He did that off the rim between the legs in preseason to show he was healthy. Yeah. I mean, man, like
he a different beast, bro. He a different beast. Yeah, if you ever lose weight, if you ever lost weight, boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's up there. I mean, I don't know how you rank them. 1 through 5, they're all pretty great. I mean, the best guy I like to watch in the NBA right now is I love watching Ja Morant, dude.
Of course,
I like watching some of the stuff that he does.
It's fun. It's fun seeing a guy that was Derrick Rose but better, and he's healthy. Even though he's been banged up a little bit, but
he does them in-game dunks that are just electrifying. And then Ant Edwards, him too. Like I like the fact that he'll call out, like, yeah, I'm gonna dunk on that guy tomorrow, and then he dunks on that guy tomorrow. It's like, yo, he's not cocky with it either, though. He's just like, yeah,
nah. He's actually a humble boy.
Like a couple games ago, I think they were playing Utah. I think it was Utah, maybe, or the Clippers, one of them teams, and he dunked on the dude, and the guy kept back every time Ant Edwards would do a cross. The center would back up into the lane, and he dunked on him again because the guy did the same thing. And he's like, I don't know what he was doing. Like, he knew I was coming. Like, you got to come towards me. And he's going back, and he just yammed on him twice in a game. The guy was on top 10 twice. Like, getting dunked on twice. It was like, damn. Like, that dude's a beast. Like, he's a beast. All right, now we got to move on, though. We talked about our top dunkers. So, we got to talk about top 5 dunks of all time. Now, I don't know if you have dunks in the what's it called, dunk contest.
That's what I have. That's what I have.
All right, cool, because I do too. I have top 5 dunks in the All-Star game, the dunk contest. We'll start with number 5. I'll let you go.
Kobe. I'm going to say right now, it's Kobe. Kobe and that. When he went, the one in the dunk contest, when he went through his legs, bang, he went.
What was that, like 1998?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I forget. It's so hard to find. Like,
he won it too that year. That's when he won. It was 97. It was 97.
It was 1997. Okay.
Yeah, it was 97.
Right. Okay, I like that because my number 5 is also a dunk from 1997. We got right here. I'll show it to you. Like, it might not look as flashy, but it's iconic. So we're gonna add it to the stream here. We're gonna play this shit real quick.
Of course, you got Mike up there. It's the cradle. Yep, it's the cradle. Ooh. That shit is nasty.
Look,
it looks like it literally looks like he like walks through the air, like he just glides when he does it.
It's called the Kiss the Rim dunk, 1997. The way he holds his body in it, and basically like, here we go, watch it here. Here we go, watch it. Look at this. Here we go, iconic Mike, epic. Like, I don't know how he moves his body like that to get the dunk in like that. It which blows my mind. Like, he's like perpendicular almost to the ground, and it's like look at
the lean. Look at his lean. Listen, I'm not a huge Jordan fan. I respect him. Everybody knows I'm a Kobe. I'm more of a Kobe and LeBron and AI guy. But just look at his body control in that video, and he just. Dang, dog, he was different. He was just ahead of his time, man.
He was. I mean, so it's funny that we both have 2 guys that are both in that dunk contest. Sorry, guys, I don't have the video of Kobe, but I'm going to make sure I post that on our Instagram, or we're going to post a bunch of dunks on the Instagram, so or our story. So be sure to check us out on Instagram at _stoop_life. We gotta put hashtags because somebody stole our damn name before us. We had to make it all hard to figure it out.
They're not even the real Stoop Life, bro.
Nah, dude, it's someone sitting on like their stairs. It's like, come on, bro.
Like they're not. That's not really. That's the Stoop children. No disrespect towards him. I don't knock his hustle. Whatever he's doing with the Stoop Life on Instagram, I feel like he's just not allowed off his steps. His mom said no, so he had to take the picture.
Man, dude. Well, yeah, I mean, we're gonna post them on there. Check us out. Number 4, though. Like, Paul, hold on. Before you do number 4, I don't know about you, but it's like almost impossible to find the top 5 dunks ever. Like, there's so many of them. Like, that's why I want to hear your guys' takes. So if you do follow us on Instagram, if you follow us on Facebook, comment on this video your top dunks ever, because I know we're missing some. But anyway, we're on number 4. Who you got?
My number 4 is one of my all-time favorite players, believe it or not, and he's one of the most underrated guards of all time.
Okay.
Baron Davis, literally shitting on Andre Karolinko. Defined that made the playoffs fun that year. He literally went up, and AK was the man at the time too. They were calling him AK-47.
Okay.
Like, Andre Karolinko was that guy. Like, Andre Karolinko was so good. His wife said you got to have sex with one other woman every 6 months. like that's how good Andre Karolinko was. And Baron Davis literally ended that, because after that, Andre Karolinko kind of. Look, I'm watching it right now. I'm literally looking at it right now. Can you pull that up?
I don't have it. I can't search it right now. I'm gonna look it up though.
Oh my god! Like.
I'll look it up though. I gotta look back. I mean, like, funny part is you bring him up. Like, I used to have his jersey, so he was one of my favorite players growing up. So I remember epically some of the dunks that guy had.
Yeah,
unbelievable dunks. I mean, he posterized a couple people in his career, so I gotta check that out. I'm gonna post that on here. I gotta watch it now, because that was my guy. Baron
Davis was. He's already, like I said, he never got hurt. Boy, he'd be right in them top 10 guards, because he had it all. He's a great defender. He can score, can distribute. Just got hurt, man. You know, it's too much explosion. He tried to do way too much on the court. Like, he was a big guard too. He wasn't a small guard.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is though. I kept my number 4 dunk in the dunk contest. We got one of my guys right here, which I love this guy, Gerald Green. You guys remember Gerald Green?
Oh my god, bro!
Hold on, let me see if I can get the audio up on here.
Remember when he was with Charlotte? No, not Charlotte. It was definitely. Can
you hear it? Listen to what they say real quick.
He blew the fucking candle out though. Like, the fact that he blew the candle out is wild.
They show it right here. Hold on, give it a second. It's like, I remember watching. We're like, what happened?
I couldn't see it either when I first watched it either. I was like, okay.
Yo, I mean, that was epic. When he did that, I remember sitting here, like, as a kid watching it, like, what the hell did he do? And then I'm like, oh wow, all right. I mean,
do people understand how high you got to get to do that?
That's why I have it up there, because it's like, you know how hard it is. You see these players now, like, he has to get that high for long to actually be able to blow it out. Like, for example, they had Tristan Thompson. He was on. They were doing it because they had one of these. It was a memory of the dunk. This dunk was on there. That's probably one reason why I remembered the dunk. And Tristan Thompson couldn't even, like, get up there. And he's a little older now, but still, like, he was up there. Jared Green could fly, bro. He
could, man. He could definitely go.
Yeah, he wasn't that great of a player though, so it's kind of like offset his jumping abilities.
He definitely made a career though. So.
Moving on, number 3. Who you got for number 3?
Now I want to slaughter the last name, but remember when D Wade just absolutely shitted on Verichek?
Yeah.
He absolutely. I remember watching it. I think it was like 2011. It was during the time where it was him and LeBron, I think. And, he went up. He went up, and I just remember his hair, Verichek's hair, going like this. I said, "Oh shit!" And he just boom. And I remember looking at the bench. They showed the bench, and everybody's face was like, "Ooh."
That's one of them dunks that he does, and he remembers that still. Like, Wade remembers it, and Veritek or Vucevic.
I forgot. I always slaughter the last name.
Whatever. Got that V. If you got a V for a first name, we're probably not gonna get it right. For last name, but he's still feeling that today. I mean, Dwayne Wade wasn't known for being a dunker like that, but he had some good.
Flash was explosive though.
I remember. I like it. I gotta look that one up too. You guys better too. Now, as we all know, I kept mine are all dunk contest dunks.
I try to make these ones kind of in game too.
So we got this guy right here.
There goes that man. There goes that man, Zach LaVine, right there. Look at him.
I didn't know which one to pick for him.
There's so many.
I picked the one that he won on, and I picked it because he does jumps from, as Chuck points out in the broadcast, he wasn't from the free throw line. He was a step away, and he went under the legs. Now, I like that dunk because there's so many people that do they try to jump from the free throw, but they don't ever try to do nothing. In the same dunk contest, this guy did a windmill and between the legs from the free throw line, which I don't know how he was flying like that. I'm pretty sure John Morant would probably do like maybe a backflip from free throw line with how he flies. But I mean, like Zach LaVine, he don't like dunk in game like that anymore. But man, that guy could fly, man. That dunk contest in 2016 with him and Aaron Gordon was phenomenal.
It was legendary.
It hasn't been very good since.
Legendary. And I still think Aaron Gordon might have actually won that.
I think they robbed him.
They did. Just like they robbed Iggy that one year. But
yeah. I was going to put an Iggy dunk in here, but like.
You talking about the one under the back when AI threw it up to him?
That dunk was phenomenal too, and he did it. And he for him to have the ability to duck his head, I remember that. That was a hell of a dunk. That could have been on there. I forgot all about that. But number 2, who you got for number 2?
All right, so this one I'm gonna actually keep in dunk contest. I'm gonna go Jordan from the foul line.
Okay, we're talking from the foul line again. Did he do it between the legs?
No, but the man, listen. I don't know if they slowed that video down naturally. What made that iconic, right? I'm a sneakerhead, so he was wearing the white cement 3s. He made them so iconic. So, and he flew the way he was just like, and went bang. How it's remarkable seeing how it was like poetry in motion.
I showed the photo of it earlier, so we seen what he was doing. He was cocked in the air. He looked like he was just jumping. He looked like he was jumping straight up.
I think he had the ball like this just because he knew a pitcher is coming.
You think
he knew the pitchers were flashing, so he was like, "Hold up, let y'all get my good side." And he was like, "Bang!" Like I said, like I'm not the biggest Jordan guy. Like everybody knows that, but golly, what he did with that dunking wise, oh my god!
The funny part is you can't have a top 5 without Michael Jordan being in it because we both had it. I had it in dunk game contest. Yeah. So did you. It was the same thing with Jordan. It's like, all right, I had to put Jordan in mind, but it was like, which one? So I'm glad you have him there. I think that dunk was fake though. I think he had chains to the top to him, so helping him fly. I mean, we weren't around for that. Obviously, we didn't see it, but holy smokes, man! Like even watching the video, it's choppy. You can see the video of it nowadays, but like, man, like.
Yeah, I think they slowed it down. You know, like it's just like no, you should be reciting poetry. Like William Shakespeare should be saying poetry, or Wale or J. Cole or somebody should be spitting a verse as he's in the air. Like
I agree. So I have no complaints there. Number 2 for me in the dunk contest. We're talking about a guy who got a title. We got Aaron Gordon here. Let's play this video. Another guy, I was trying to figure out Aaron Gordon. All right, which dunk do we choose? So I chose this dunk right here. It was the one he won the dunk contest on where he used the mascot, jumped over him, and went between the legs and dunked it. Like,
yeah.
I don't really like – that's one of the best dunks I've ever seen.
Over the mascot, though. That's what made it vicious.
Like, this shit's unbelievable.
Just look at his body control, though. Look at his body control when he went through the legs. Bang!
Opposite hand, bro. Like left hand dunk.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I can't even do that right now, and I have my feet up. But I'm like my legs are shaking because like I'm fat and out of shape now. But
Watching it. Look at this dunk. Holy shit. And he doesn't even touch him with his legs, the mascot. And that mascot, I mean, I already touched his leg. All right, he hit the little star there, but that mascot's like 6'10" too. Like that dunk was unbelievable. I gotta watch it.
Like again. He sat down though. Like, oh my gosh.
Let's see. Here we go. Boom! Unbelievable dunk. I mean, listen, like that dunk was crazy. He had a couple other dunks in that dunk contest where they did the revolving thing, but I thought this one was the best one in my opinion. So I'll go with that. As for number one, I'm curious to see what you have for number one. What do you have for number one?
Well, if y'all know me, y'all know exactly what my number one is, and I don't call him the GOAT for nothing.
Which one though?
It's Vince Carter. It's Vince Carter. When he went through the legs, took it with the lefts, bang. And when he came down, he looked at the camera and said, "It's over."
Okay. I knew you I thought you were gonna pick that one, but he has so many of them.
You can't argue with the other one. Like this is Vince Carter's signature dunk that made Duncan better. Like it made the contest at its peak. He looked at the camera, Bobby, and said, "Listen, it's over."
Everybody remembers. Like they don't show that video. It's over. So I mean, I went with another Vince Carter one. So look, we got Vince Carter here. We're gonna bring him back up again.
Ooh, my second favorite one. Ooh,
I gotta listen to the video here. Here we go.
It's the window. Boom. You know,
Shaq. Look at Shaq. Look at that.
Maka. Damn.
I got all the angles on this one too.
Oh my
Look
God.
how clean that is, bro. That's why I put it on you. Like,
oh my God. There's not a lot of things in sports I enjoy anymore, but I can go back and watch Vince do this all day.
Oh, man. Like, I mean, like I was just talking about a little bit earlier how like these guys can't perfect it like he did, and that's why I put this one up. It's my number two one was the one you had. I couldn't put him up the 1, 2, and 3, so I had this because, like I said, it was pure clean. But man, like we're gonna have a Carter catalog on Saturday of all of his dunks because that guy's he's Vinsanity. That's all you need to know. Vinsanity. That's it.
I think it might be time for me to grab a Vince jersey at this point because the man is phenomenal, bro. And I might even get the N1s to match it. Like, oh my God, when I think of Vince, man, like it's dunk. I think if there's a Mount Rushmore of dunk, let's do that right now. If there's a Mount Rushmore of dunkers, who are they? Mine?
I gotta write this down. Hold on.
My Mount Rushmore.
Hold on. I need a pen here. All right. We're gonna make a Mount Rushmore. All right, Paulie. Who got with? There gotta be 4 of them, right?
All right, so you already know top of the Mount Rushmore, you already know who it is. It's Vin.
Yeah.
It's Vin. Then we're gonna put Mike.
Yeah, all right.
Then we're gonna put Mike. Then we're gonna put Dr. J.
Okay.
Then I want to throw a wild card in there, but since it has to be like the Mount Rushmore, not just mine, I'll probably go Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, I mean
I don't see a problem.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I like your pick earlier. I'm taking Wilkins out. I'm putting Spud Webb in there for the little guys, baby. Because, like, I mean, for real, Spud Webb's on there. Like, listen, that guy is so short he has to be on there. He could dunk. Nate Robinson could dunk. Muggsy Bogues could never dunk unless he was on a ladder. But
hell no.
Spud Webb, I mean, it's hard not to put those 4 that you just said there. I mean, I think in 10 years, we're going to be talking about, John Moran might be on there.
If we're talking 10 years from now, we're going to have Zach LaVine. We're going to have Aaron Gordon on there. And we might fuck around and have Nate Robinson too.
The thing is, I don't think LaVine or Gordon will be on there because they're not known in in-game dunks at all. Like Jordan, Dr. J, Wilkins, and Carter, they all did dunk contest dunks and in-game.
That's true too.
I can tell you the last time Zach LaVine did an in-game dunk. It's probably been like 5 years. Like I don't know if he can get up like that anymore.
His game's evolved. That's why he's starting to shoot a little bit more. Starting to be a little bit more involved in the offense in other ways. That's why he's an all-star.
Yeah, I mean, a guy we didn't talk about. I know we're supposed to be doing, the All-Star weekend, but I don't really give a shit about all that shit. I want to keep talking about dunks.
Yeah, let's just talk about dunks.
I want to talk about a guy we didn't mention. I had him on my list for best dunk contest. In number 4, I had it in 2008. I just labeled it Superman. Dwight Howard.
Oh.
Man, how fun was he today?
Dwight is the pure definition of a cheat code, okay? Because he's 6'10". He's built like a fucking, how do I say, it's like a Greek god, pause. And that's a huge major pause when I say that, but I'm very comfortable with saying this.
Oh.
like, and he went up there, and didn't he raise the court a little bit?
He put it up to 12 feet.
And he went up, and he didn't even dunk it. That's what a lot of people don't understand, that he even dunked it. He threw that shit down like Mike did in Space Jam. He was just like,
dude, that was pretty awesome though. Like the fact that he actually made it doing that though was pretty impressive. Like usually I'm like, nah, it's not a dunk. They didn't actually hit the rim with their hand, but I was like, that's a dunk. Like,
oh no, he got above the rim and threw it down, like Mike did in Space Jam.
I mean, he was unbelievable. So if we're gonna rank big men guys, who do you think's a better dunker, big man dunker, Dwight Howard or Blake Griffin?
Blake was more athletic. He was more athletic with it. Dwight was so much powerful and dominant with it. Blake was very, very athletic though, like a freak. Like he shouldn't have been. He's another guy who shouldn't have been doing the things he was doing, but he was a freak with it. Like he's fast. He beat you off a dribble with it, bang and bang. Like Dwight, you just pass Dwight the ball. He's gonna hang on, dribble back, and boom. Like he was just so powerful.
How athletic he was, Blake Griffin. I mean, he jumped over a Kia and they sold that Kia, and I heard on the radio that person still has the Kia. It's like 15 years later, they still got that Kia. Signed by Blake Griffin at all.
I'm freaking driving it. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I remember when he did that dunk contest, and he dunked over, and everybody was like, "Holy shit!" Like that was unbelievable. But then you realize like some of these guys can really like jump that far, that high. And it's like, all right, but I'm like, all right, he's like 6'10", 230, give or take.
Yeah, he is.
Guy. He shouldn't be doing the things that he did. Let's talk about another guy we don't talk about. It's not maybe like a flashy dunker, since we're talking about big men. How do you think it would feel to get posterized and dunked on by Shaq? Like, dude, remember like some of the videos before they changed the backboards and all of him just breaking the glass and all? Like, holy shit, dude. Like,
that's power. That's what Dwight wanted to be. That's power right there.
Yeah, like
he did it in college too. Like when Shaq was skinny and elusive, he was doing that in college.
Dude, I was looking up some of the like dunks that he had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, like I'm surprised he didn't literally like career threat injure people when he like would jump on them and just knock them down. Because like I remember guys, like when you're getting dunked on, you ever like go to block someone and they hit their body weight, hits you and you fall back. He's a 300-pound man that's just like an animal. So him hitting you is gonna move you like 10 feet. You know, so I was like, man, like I mean, is there any other big guys that were dunkers that we're not mentioning?
I mean, Karl Malone was a dunker, but he wasn't like he was just more working you down low and he yammed on you. Like Karl was working you, like that's why he had so many points, because he was down there backing you down. I mean, Chuck wasn't a dunker, so I can't even say Chuck was kind of he was just trying to get the bucket. I'm trying to think of good. Oh, Patrick Ewing dunked.
Yeah, he did. Let's see.
We got dunked on. So
what we got on here? Let's look at some. I got a list up right now, guys. Darryl Dawkins. This guy can dunk.
Chocolate Thunder. Chocolate Thunder is known for breaking those backboards too, boy.
He was great. Now, let me ask you, if there was a dunk contest in their prime, because I'm looking at the top dunkers ever on Google, and this is what pops up. Who do you think would have won in a dunk contest? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or LeBron James?
You're making this hard. I'm going to tell you why you're making this hard.
Because
first of all, Mike is your royal airness with those dunks. And he's so finesse with it. Kobe was that too, but he was just trying to. Hold on.
LeBron James was always scared to do it.
Yeah, but we've seen LeBron in these in-game dunks that were just like they were nasty. You don't think of a freak of an athlete like that could have been doing work like that, could have been doing the same things that Mike and Kobe were doing.
Well, honestly, I think he's smart. I think it helped him prolong his career by not doing it. You might not think it's a lot, but like every time I hear these interviews of these guys that do the dunk contest, they're so tired. Like after doing it, like not just for that game, it's like baseball when they do the home run derby. A lot of those guys don't hit the rest of the year because you're putting all this effort. Like
you put up a lot of effort.
You put on a show.
You're killing your bat, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. I think we mentioned like a lot of guys, but I would love to have seen LeBron James in a dunk contest. We probably maybe his final season in the NBA he'll do one. He probably won't be as athletic as he was when he was in his prime.
Nice, he's still gonna be athletic.
No, I'm saying not as athletic.
Yeah, not as in his prime. You're right about that.
But maybe in 2 years. 2 years, maybe we'll see him do one. Who else we got on here? Best dunkers in NBA hierarchy. Let's see what they got here. Vince Carter, number one. They know what they're talking about.
Are we missing DeAndre Jordan too?
I mean, I seen
the dunk over Brandon Knight. Granted, Brandon Knight's a 6'2" point guard. The dunk on Brandon Knight kind of killed him.
Oh man, yeah, that is true. That guy for his 4 or 5 year prime when he was great, that dude was good. He had all them alley oops too. Like him and Blake Griffin were two guys.
Lob
City, baby. Yeah,
Lob City, like man.
I actually did forget a guy. I actually mentioned him to you earlier. It's another guy I had his jersey. I know my uncle loves him. David Thompson.
Oh,
that guy.
Skywalker?
Fucking fly. Like, I got a quote here. Bill Walton described Thompson as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, and LeBron James rolled into one. Like,
Bill Walton said that?
That's what Bill Walton said. I mean, he's a little crazy, Bill Walton, but hey.
He did a lot of hashish in his day, but
he's still doing it.
Man. David Thompson was a beast, man. You right about that. I'm looking at some stuff right now on him.
All right, here's a good one. Here's a good one. We got Russell Westbrook. We got Derrick Rose. We got Nate Robinson.
This is guards, man.
Larry Nance. That's tier.
Come on. Listen, Larry Nance was never known for that shit, but I gotta go D Rose in his prime. He's explosive. Yeah, I like Russ. I like what Russ was doing, but I feel like D Rose is doing it like smoother.
Oh, I forgot that DeAndre Jordan did win 2 dunk contests. You're right. I completely forgot he did that.
Yeah, I forgot too. So
I didn't even know. Or we could do Derrick Jones Jr. Didn't he win last year or the year before?
The year before, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I said. Nobody watched that shit anymore. We're all the way at the bottom here. So we got, J.R. Smith, man. I used to like watching J.R. Smith do dunks. He wasn't really great, but man.
He was in that Iggy and Nate Robinson dunk contest. J.R. was good. He went to the next round and just couldn't beat. He had to go up against Iggy in the next round, I believe. 2011
quote by J.R. Smith. Smoke weed, make shots, and dunk. Yo, I mean, he was fun to watch too, bro. I used to like watching him. You know, it's tough. So, all right, if you were to make a starting lineup
with dunkers,
who do we got? We got our point guard, all in their prime.
Well, that's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun because when it comes to point guards, I mean, we probably gotta roll. We probably gotta roll. Me, I'm rolling with D Rose. Right. My 2 guard, I'm gonna probably go Mike. My 3, my 3, because I already got my center and my big. I already got my big and my center as Dwight and Blake. I'll probably for my 3, I'll probably have to elevate Vin to the 3 because he is tall enough to play it, and that's my starting 5.
All right, I fuck with it. I like it. So you got D Rose, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Dwight Howard, and
Blake
I can't take the same people, so I'm gonna go Zach LaVine. It's gonna be at point guard. Man, I'm gonna go Gerald Green. My team can't shoot, but I'm gonna take Gerald Green. No, actually, I lied. What am I doing? I'm gonna take Dominique. I'm gonna take Dominique.
Ooh, I should have took Dom. I could have put him at the 3. Ooh, I like that.
I'm gonna take Dominique at shooting guard. I'm gonna take Dr. J at small forward.
Ooh, I should have put the Doc at 3.
I'm gonna take.
I had to put Vin in there though.
Forward. Aaron Gordon's gonna be my power forward, and I'm gonna put man, who should we put at center?
You got to put Dwight, I think, at this point, right?
I can't take you. You got it. We gotta go opposites here. We got posters to see picks which team. So you got D Rose, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Dwight Howard, and Blake. I got LaVine, Dominique, Dr. J, Aaron Gordon, and I'm gonna have to go with man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Zion. I'm gonna go with Zion.
I got no beef with that.
It's tough. I got no beef. Do I take Shaq or do I take the flashy guy? I'm gonna take Zion because he can make it versatile. I think your team would in a game would smoke me, but hey.
I think we kill you in the front court. That's all I know. That back court be nice because Zion's nice.
Listen, Zion, if all you can do is throw up alley oops or something, I'm gonna get slaughtered.
Well, that's all D-Rose be doing in the midair. Here.
Yo, can you imagine that? D-Rose throwing an alley oop to Dwight or Blake? That'd be beautiful to watch.
I know, man.
I think if Zach LaVine tried to throw an alley oop to Zion, it might go into the stands.
Oh.
I'm not that guy. I like that.
Zach's court vision is a little off. I mean,
I think he needs glasses. I think I did see something on that. I don't know.
It is.
I think he improved as a player, but I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. Now, a guy who's underrated, dunking too. Your boy Allen Iverson. He didn't dunk a lot, but like for the way that he played his game when he did dunk, he could get up.
I can't throw AI in this one because he did yam on
something. I'm not saying he's the best dunkers ever. I'm just kind of saying he's a little underrated.
Yeah, he's not. He dunked on the big man before.
That's what I mean. He didn't do it a lot. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple other guys out there. Underrated dunkers. I mean, in today's game, underrated dunkers. I mean, are there really any? Because I mean, it's kind of hard to get underrated. And today, you got video everywhere, so everybody sees everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, we might as well talk about the dunk contest now. Let's finish it off with the dunk contest. Come on, because we want to talk about underrated dunkers. We got underrated dunkers in the contest this year. The 4 guys in the contest for the dunk contest this year. We got Kenyon Martin Jr., son of a former NBA player.
Listen, KJ is nice. Don't think so. KJ is nice.
Yeah, he's got a lot of length. He's tall. He's very athletic.
Yeah, KJ's balling. Well, not balling. He's doing good well on that team this year.
Trey Murphy, the 3rd. He's very long. His arms are long as shit. I can see he can get a Dr. J dunk in there because his dunks are real long. Then we got Jericho Simmons. He's 6'10". He's a power dunker in there. I don't really know much about him. And then we got our new Philadelphia 76ers.
This is my guy. This is my fucking guy. I'm cheering for him. I'm cheering for the Mac, bro. I'm cheering for the Mac.
I must have been out of the loop of this because I did not know Mac McClung, a 6'2" white guard, could dunk like he did. I wish I would have had the video up for this, but this guy has a high school reel of him dunking.
Yo, Mac was nice. Mac was supposed to go to Georgetown. Mac was vicious, bro. He was popular. He was one of those first guys that went viral because of his dunks in high school. Yeah, kind of like how Zion did. I see these kids nowadays. All you got to do is have a mixtape, and you can somehow land in the league or in college. So
I mean, well, I remember him in college. He was a shooter. He was an efficient mid-range shooter. So you're I mean, he's in a dunk contest, and Sixers just signed him. All right. But we got the odds for it, Paul. We're gonna talk about. We got Jericho Sims is plus 170. He's the favorite. We got Kenyon Martin plus 210. Mac McClung plus 250. And then Trey Murphy the third plus 320 at the bottom. Good luck with him.
My money's on the Mac.
You got
My
Mac
money's
over
on the
who?
Mac.
Yeah, I'm with you. I want to vote for him, but I'm gonna go with Martin. I think Martin's gonna win.
Okay, yo.
Over McClung.
I'm weird. Like I normally catch these Houston games. I don't know what it is, and I see that young core with Jalen Smith and the rest of those guys. They're gonna be good soon, just not yet. And KJ is a big part of that. He not only dunks, he's a great defender. But KJ got up, man.
He's an underrated shooter as well.
He needs to have his dad's attitude, though.
Yeah, I agree.
He needs to go out there and be like, "Fuck you."
Hey, maybe him being in the spotlight in the dunk contest will help him want to do that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you kind of have to have that attitude in the dunk contest.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
We'll see. So you got McClung winning. Who you got him beating in the finals? Sims, Murphy, or KJ?
You know what? I think I would love to see him beat the 6'10" Jericho Sims because the Mac beat the Shorty Mac beat Jericho Sims 6'10". But I think it would be exciting if it's him and KJ.
Yeah,
it's gonna bring a little buzz to both, our squad, and of course the Rockets are gonna need a little bit of love.
Yeah,
I think it'll be good for the game.
Yeah, I agree there. 3-point contest. I'm not gonna break it down. I got a lot of things in there. We got a couple good guys in it. We got Dame Lillard's in it, Jason Tatum, Buddy Hield, Tyrese Halliburton, your boy, Kevin Huerter, Tyler Hero, Larry Markkinen, and then Anthony Simmons is in it, but I think he's out. He's getting replaced by Julius Randle. So who you got in the finals and who you got winning?
All right. So my finals, I gotta put Tyrese in there just because I gotta put Tyrese in there, but he's going up against a guy like Dame. I kind of like him and Dame in the finals because Dame's out there balling.
You got Dame winning?
I got Dame winning.
All right, so I have Dame losing. So we both have the same guy in the finals, but I have a hometown guy, Larry Markkinen, winning it. I think he's going to
I was going to say Larry.
Yeah, it was
Sammy. Not so loud, baby. Look, y'all want kids, right? This is the life of a father right here.
It's Dame time, bro.
It's Dame time, man. I gotta rock with Dame, man. I think Dame's gonna win. I think it's gonna be him and Brand.
I'm not
Halliburton.
But I mean, we got a lot of other, guys.
I mean, Jason Tatum's in there too. Julius Randle was in there last year, I think, too.
Yeah, Buddy Hield leads the league in 3-pointers right now, shooting at 42%. Yeah,
the guy that should have been. That's a guy that doesn't get talked about a lot. But
yeah, he's the favorite right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Dame's tied for second to win. My guy Larry Markkinen was down at third, so not far off.
Larry.
Yeah, he can play though.
No, Larry. I'm mad. One of you fuckers. I don't know which one of you fuckers took him in the draft when I wanted him.
That's
in the fantasy league, but damn, man, that motherfucker is nice.
Well, if you remember me talking about him in the offseason, like who could the Sixers sign? I was like, Larry Markkinen. There was I'm like, he's a long shooter. And he's playing good this year. He's scoring like 27 a clip. So he's having a season. So, I mean, that's pretty good. But other than that, I don't really care about talking about the rest of the All-Star game because they didn't even make the draft yet. The draft is the game. So
I kind of like it that way though, because you're literally going up against. It's like going to the park.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got a lot of good players on here. I mean, you can look at snub for the All-Star game, but at the end of the day, it's like there's so many good players.
That's the hardest. This is one of the hardest sports, man, because it's not like in football. You get like a full man roster, like you get starters and backups of the backups, and they come to the game.
Exactly. But there's too many players out here. Like unless you go positionless basketball, it's impossible to correct guys on. But I mean, I'm glad to see that Joel Embiid made the roster as a starter. They got him on there. I'm also very happy to see that
he might not be there.
Siakam made it. They got Ant Edwards in there. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, Ant deserved it, man. He deserved it.
Yeah, I agree. But I feel like James Harden should have been in there. But I mean, it is
James
what it
Harden can get there. James Harden's having a hell of a year.
The voting needs to be changed too, because it's like it's set up weird. I feel like they should wait like maybe another week to announce the players that make it, because you got a guy like Jalen Brunson who just scored like 30 points like 8 games straight. Like
Jalen Brunson, I don't know, man. I was probably saying he was an all-star when it was announced too, but I don't think I think right now he's cool. I think he don't need to be an all-star right now.
Yeah, but what about a guy like Trae Young? 27 points a game, 9.9 assists. He doesn't make it. But I'm looking at it like, all right, who would you take out? Positionless basketball. There's no one to take out in his position. You got Anthony Davis could have made it, but who you taking out? He didn't play a lot. Mm-hmm. He probably wouldn't have won anyway. He's probably not going to go risk another injury.
Yeah.
And then, like, a guy who doesn't have flashy stats, we talked about him a lot tonight, though, but Aaron Gordon, I feel like he should have been on instead of PG-13 or Jaren Jackson, one of them.
It's another guy. It's like Aaron Gordon's one of those, he should be there, because without him, like Denver, like say what you want about Jokic, yes, but him and Jamal Murray, you want to talk about another guy who should be an all-star too, Jamal Murray. You want to talk about like that backcourt moves, man, because of those two. That's what makes Jokic's game a little bit more fluent, because you have a guy like Aaron Gordon who controls those fast breaks, and you have Jamal Murray, two guys I think might have been all-stars this year.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, are there any other guys you think got snubbed? Because a couple of guys.
Not that I can think of right now, because I really don't care about all-stars like I used to. Like as a kid, it was huge to me, but it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, he should have been an all-star. But it's hoop, man. Hoop. It's all about winning.
I like
it's all about winning.
First like 8-9 minutes of the game are awesome, because just seeing these guys throw like half-court alley-oops to each other is unbelievable, because they're so athletic. It's fun to watch. But other than that, I don't watch the game. All I watch is I'll bet on the 3-point contest, the dunk, and the skills challenge. That's it. But they changed the skills contest up this year, dude. It's not anymore. It's teams. So you got Team Giannis. It's him and his two brothers. You got Team Jazz, which is Clarkson, Kessler, and Sexton. And then you got the rookies.
Talented.
Damn. And Smith.
Yo, that Utah team is talented, actually.
They are, but they're not going to go nowhere. But hey, they're talented. They can have a chance to win the skills challenge. I think the rookies are going to take it home, though. I'm picking the Rooks. I think they got to show up. The Rooks. So I don't know what the odds are on that, but I like the Rooks. I don't even know what they're doing. I think they're doing a free throw, 3 and a court. I don't even. Or are they all doing it? I don't know.
I don't get it either. Just you can't make something like that a team thing. You gotta.
Like the last 2 years,
they're doing different things. Like that's why like guys like Jason Kidd were fun to watch it.
Yeah, like last 2 years, the big men won, and it was fun to watch because like the
Joel Embiid almost won last year too, right?
Yeah, he did. I don't remember who won. I forget who it was.
I remember Boogie Cousins almost won it too.
I remember Sabonis won it, and everyone was like, "Wow!" I mean, yeah, but it's fun to watch. But anything else you want to talk about All-Star Weekend or dunks?
I'm good. I got really my high got when we were talking about those dunkers, man.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
That was like the high right there for me. And we can talk about some 3-point shooters from the past, but I mean, man, it's just the history of dunking and the dunk contest period. It says a lot for this.
It's fun to watch. But y'all, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said before, make sure you check us out on all platforms. Make sure you join the Facebook group. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Stoop Life. All
Twitter.
in between. Follow us on Twitter, the Stoop Life, and comment what you think. Give us your takes on the podcast. Give us your takes on top dunkers, top dunks, because we want to start some debates. Because that's something I would like to argue about with somebody is, dunker versus dunker. Let's do that. So, anyway, guys, thanks for listening. We love y'all. And Paulie, floor is yours, brother.
Again, Bobby said thanks for listening. You guys are literally the reason why this is growing. You guys are also the reason why, the Stoop Life is what it is. So, for the brand, like they say, I thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for listening. And yo, I hope you guys are gonna watch this and want to argue with us about this bullshit. It's been soft lately. I haven't had a good sports debate for about a month or 2 months. Like, I need somebody to say you don't know what you're talking about, and this is why.
I agree. I want to hear someone complain about our Mount Rushmore. So come on, come at us, brother. But y'all have a good night, have a good day whenever you're watching or listening to this. And as always, we'll be back. Peace out, everybody.
Absolutely. See ya.